If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The Philadelphia Eagles and Cleveland Browns concluded their joint practice session on Wednesday. A day that was bustling with energy, focus, and the electric buzz of preseason anticipation. While players pushed through rigorous drills under the hot glare of stadium lights, a particular interaction captured the attention of both fans and media alike. Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts engaged in a prolonged sideline conversation with Browns rookie Shedeur Sanders. Cameras from multiple angles documented the exchange, showing Hurts offering guidance while Sanders listened intently, occasionally nodding, absorbing every word. Sanders, drafted in the 5th round out of Colorado, is currently fighting for a meaningful roster position in Cleveland's quarterback room, which is stacked with competition. The intensity of practice didn't prevent the rookie from seeking wisdom from someone who has navigated a treacherous transition from college to professional football. Observers noted the genuineness in Hurts' demeanor, hinting that this interaction was more than casual chatter. It was mentorship in real time, a bridge between experience and ambition. Hurts, having established himself as a starter in Philadelphia, provided insights that go beyond mere mechanics or playbook familiarity. When reporters approached him after practice to dissect the nature of his conversation with Sanders, he chose to emphasize the personal dimension, highlighting the value of patience, resilience, and a relentless work ethic in shaping a professional quarterback. "I'll keep the conversation intimate," Hurts remarked, clearly conscious of the rookie's privacy and trust. He detailed how Sanders approached him, curious and motivated, seeking perspective from someone who has navigated the high-pressure environment of the NFL. For Hurts, mentorship isn't just a casual act. It's about transmitting lessons honed through the grit of real game experience. From understanding defensive schemes to maintaining composure under pressure, Hurts' advice likely touched on multiple layers, both tactical and mental. The quarterback made clear that while he could offer guidance, the ultimate success would hinge on Sanders' own determination and willingness to embrace the arduous journey that comes with competing at the highest level of football. The dynamic between the seasoned starter and the aspiring rookie became even more visible when the two shared a cart ride back to the locker room. The brief ride, captured by cameras and noted by journalists, symbolized a mentorship that transcended the boundaries of a typical preseason practice. In that moment, the exchange was more than instructional. It was human, connecting one athlete's experience to another's ambition, bridging age, stage, and expectation. Sanders, recovering from an oblique injury that limited his participation in certain drills, demonstrated a level of commitment by seeking out Hurts despite his physical limitations. This kind of initiative, observing and engaging with veterans, often signals the mindset necessary for a young quarterback to survive and thrive in the NFL. Beyond the mechanics of throwing or reading coverage, such moments offer perspective on leadership, patience, and professional development that cannot be taught in the classroom or learned solely through repetition on the field. Shedeur Sanders' pursuit of guidance from Hurts reflects the complex journey many quarterbacks endure as they attempt to carve out a career in the league. Entering as a 5th-round draft pick, Sanders faces immediate pressure to prove his worth among a depth chart that already features experienced competitors. The presence of veterans ahead of him makes every practice, every rep, and every interaction crucial. Hurts' willingness to share insight, particularly about seizing opportunities and maintaining resilience, could serve as a roadmap for the rookie, illustrating the patience required before taking the reins of a team. For fans and analysts, this conversation exemplifies a rare and instructive moment of mentorship in sports, where a seasoned player actively invests time in guiding a younger counterpart. It is these unseen layers of preparation, counsel, and shared experience that often define careers more than a single play or highlight reel. Hurts' own trajectory from backup to starter adds weight to the advice he offered Sanders. Initially selected in the 2nd round, he entered the NFL behind Carson Wentz and spent months learning, observing, and staying ready without the guarantee of playing time. His eventual rise to a starting role demonstrates the power of patience, preparation, and self-belief, lessons that Sanders would be wise to internalize. For Sanders, facing similar competition in Cleveland, the pathway mirrors Hurts' early experiences. Performing in practice, absorbing feedback, and seizing moments when they arise. The conversation on the sidelines, therefore, was not just casual encouragement, it was a strategic passing of wisdom, a blueprint grounded in real success and failure at the professional level. Hurts' insight into mental toughness, perseverance, and the importance of preparation provides Sanders with practical guidance to navigate an unforgiving NFL environment. In addition to strategic and mental advice, Hurts emphasized the importance of personal resilience and intrinsic motivation. According to Hurts, a quarterback's success depends as much on their ability to endure setbacks as on their physical talent or game intelligence. Sanders, by engaging with Hurts despite injury limitations, displayed an awareness of these principles, seeking knowledge that transcends statistics or coaching instructions. The rookie's curiosity and willingness to connect with a player of Hurts' caliber can accelerate his professional development, offering him a head start on lessons that might otherwise take years to acquire. This human element, mentorship that balances encouragement with practical insight, is often overlooked but can make the difference between an athlete who stagnates and one who thrives under pressure. Observers noted that Hurts' approach was empathetic, grounded in genuine understanding, and delivered in a way that could resonate long after the preseason ends. The timing of the conversation during joint practices is significant. Preseason matchups and workouts can be chaotic, with coaches juggling player rotations, defensive schemes, and recovery periods. Yet Sanders prioritized the opportunity to glean insight from someone who has not only survived but excelled in this environment. This prioritization highlights an essential aspect of professional sports. Learning from those who have navigated similar challenges can be invaluable. Hurts' candid discussion likely covered topics ranging from reading defensive tendencies to managing locker room dynamics, yet also touched on less tangible qualities such as leadership, mental resilience, and situational awareness. Such guidance is rarely captured in stats sheets or highlight reels, but can have profound effects on a player's trajectory. For a rookie like Sanders, absorbing these lessons now could mean a smoother transition when game day opportunities finally arrive. Sanders' potential growth under Hurts' mentorship aligns with broader narratives in NFL development. Many successful quarterbacks have benefited from guidance by seasoned veterans, often learning how to manage pressure, maintain focus, and make decisions under intense scrutiny. Hurts, having climbed the ranks himself, embodies this pathway, offering a living example of what dedication, preparation, and persistence can achieve. For fans, watching Sanders absorb Hurts' advice provides a glimpse into the unseen dynamics that shape the league: mentorship, relationship building, and mental conditioning that complement physical skill. These moments, while subtle, often mark the turning points in careers where raw talent meets refined insight and where young athletes begin to internalize the habits and mindset of professional excellence. The interaction also carries symbolic weight beyond individual mentorship. It illustrates the camaraderie and mutual respect that can exist even amid the competitiveness of NFL preseason. Hurts' willingness to spend time with Sanders reflects a culture of leadership and investment in the next generation, which benefits the league as a whole. For Sanders, the encounter validates his efforts and underscores the importance of seeking mentorship actively, reinforcing that guidance is available to those who pursue it diligently. This human connection adds depth to preseason narratives, reminding audiences that football is as much about personal development and interpersonal learning as it is about tactical execution. The cart ride back to the locker room, though brief, captured this essence: a shared journey, bridging experience, and ambition in real time. Looking forward, the impact of this conversation could manifest in multiple ways. For Sanders, the practical advice, encouragement, and perspective offered by Hurts may accelerate his readiness, enhance his decision-making under pressure, and foster the mental toughness necessary to compete at the NFL level. If he absorbs and applies these lessons effectively, Sanders could emulate Hurts' trajectory, moving from a backup fighting for reps to a competent starter capable of leading a team. Meanwhile, Hurts's mentorship reinforces the responsibility seasoned players have in shaping the league's future, demonstrating that leadership extends beyond the field into guiding young talent. This narrative, rich in personal insight and professional wisdom, provides fans with a nuanced understanding of the NFL's developmental ecosystem, where success hinges on a blend of talent, preparation, and strategic mentorship. Ultimately, the interaction between Jalen Hurts and Shedeur Sanders embodies the essence of professional football's mentorship culture. Hurts's guidance offers more than advice. It provides a tangible pathway for Sanders to navigate the complexities of NFL competition, combining technical skill, mental fortitude, and emotional resilience. Sanders' engagement reflects maturity and ambition, signaling a readiness to embrace the challenges ahead. As both players continue their preseason journey, observers will watch for signs of growth, adaptation, and opportunity. This story serves as a reminder that behind every highlight or stat line lies an intricate web of preparation, relationships, and mentorship that shapes a player's career trajectory. In a league defined by opportunity and competition, such connections can define futures, illustrating that success often stems from a combination of guidance, hard work, and timing. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. In a stunning turn of events, the NFL landscape has been rocked by the unexpected moves involving two of the league's most formidable running backs. Nick Chubb, the powerhouse who once anchored the Cleveland Browns backfield, has been traded to the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, Derrick Henry, the relentless force from the Tennessee Titans, has signed with the Browns, signaling a complete overhaul of Cleveland's rushing attack. This seismic shift has left fans and analysts alike buzzing with speculation about the implications for both teams and the league as a whole. Chubb's departure from the Browns marks the end of an era. Drafted in 2018, he quickly became the heart and soul of Cleveland's offense, setting franchise records and earning multiple Pro Bowl selections. However, after a devastating knee injury in 2023 and a subsequent foot injury in 2024, his future with the team had been uncertain. Reports suggest that the Browns were exploring trade options, and the Rams, in need of a veteran presence in their backfield, seized the opportunity. The trade details remain under wraps, but sources indicate that Los Angeles sees Chubb as a key piece to their championship aspirations. On the other side, Derrick Henry's move to Cleveland is equally surprising. Known for his bruising running style and ability to dominate defenses, Henry has been a cornerstone for the Titans. However, with Tennessee entering a rebuilding phase, Henry's future with the team had come into question. The Browns, eager to rejuvenate their offense, have reportedly signed Henry to a lucrative contract. While the exact terms haven't been disclosed, the move signifies Cleveland's commitment to building a formidable rushing attack. The ramifications of these transactions extend beyond the individual players. For the Rams, acquiring Chubb provides them with a proven workhorse who can carry the load and take pressure off their quarterback. His ability to grind out tough yards and control the clock will be invaluable, especially in high-stakes games. Moreover, Chubb's leadership and experience bring a level of maturity to a young Rams offense. For the Browns, bringing in Henry adds a dynamic element to their backfield. Pairing him with their existing talent creates a potent 1-2 punch that can wear down defenses and open up the passing game. Henry's presence also elevates the expectations for Cleveland's offense, which has struggled to find consistency in recent years. With a revitalized rushing attack, the Browns aim to contend in the competitive AFC North. League-wide, these moves have sparked debates about the evolving role of running backs. Once considered the focal point of offenses, the position has seen a decline in value in recent years. However, the Rams and Browns are bucking this trend, investing heavily in veteran running backs to bolster their attacks. This shift could signal a resurgence of the running game in the NFL, with teams recognizing the importance of a strong ground game in achieving success. Analysts are closely monitoring how these changes will impact the team's performance. For the Rams, integrating Chubb into their system will require adjustments. but his skill set aligns well with their offensive philosophy. For the Browns, the challenge will be to harness Henry's talents while maintaining balance in their offense. Both teams face the task of ensuring that these high-profile acquisitions mesh seamlessly with their existing rosters. Fans are eagerly awaiting the upcoming season to see how these moves play out on the field. The prospect of Chubb and Henry facing off twice a season adds an extra layer of excitement to the already intense Rams-Browns matchups. Beyond the individual games, the broader narrative of veteran running backs reclaiming their prominence in the NFL adds a compelling storyline to the season. As training camps commence and the preseason unfolds, all eyes will be on the Rams and Browns to see how their new acquisitions perform. Coaches will be under pressure to integrate Chubb and Henry effectively, maximizing their impact while ensuring team cohesion. The success or failure of these moves could set a precedent for how teams approach roster building in the future. In conclusion, the trades involving Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry have reshaped the NFL's running back landscape. The Rams and Browns have made bold moves to strengthen their backfields, signaling a renewed emphasis on the running game. As the season approaches, the football world watches closely to see if these gambles pay off, potentially altering the trajectory of both franchises and influencing league-wide strategies. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you like the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!